Hello, my name is Leo, and welcome again to a new day of the Elder Scrolls Arena. We are traveling I forgot the name of the town. It's a town that we've never been to yet, so we might actually get a Lord's mission there, since we've got time on our hands before we go to Iron Maval. But maybe we might actually make it to the freaking Valenwood? Yeah, so we can get the stupid skeleton key, which I don't even want. I don't need the skeleton key. Yeah, but you know, it's a quest, so shut up and do it. Alright, fair enough. Hey, can you get quests in the Imperial Town? I would assume so. In yeah, well, it's called the Imperial Capital, or the Imperial City, because Cyrodiil, the province of Cyrodiil, or known in this game as the Arena, I believe. There's only one place that you can go to, and that's the capital. All the other areas, they don't exist in this game, which is really strange. But I guess that's to be expected, I suppose. Well, it's just weird because you know I want to do the town hopping thing, but I can't. Like when it comes time for us to go to Hammerfell to actually do the main story, we'll probably be in Valorwood at the time, and we'll just go straight from Valenwood straight to Hammerfell because there's no town in between. I'm not gonna stop off at friggin' the Imperial City on the way, because I believe the road just goes straight up. So, well, that being said, you know, you do have to go to the Imperial City eventually. Well, yeah, eventually, sure. But anyway, while we're running on our horse, the horse is running. We're sitting. What would that be like if you were running on a horse? I don't know. I think what you're talking about is breaking the laws of physics, and you should probably stop. Okay, divide by zero, that kind of thing. Okay, fair enough. Well, I've been playing a bit more dive kick, getting better at it. I've realised that Baz was actually a really hard character to play as, and I've been playing as like you got dive, you've got kick. I actually played as Redacted, otherwise known as Wolverine, and he's actually possibly my favourite character so far that I've played as. He's actually really good to play as. I can totally foresee if Ava and Jack and me we all play this together, Jack will be dive because he's like the math dude. Avo will be kick. Wait, did I get that around the wrong way? Dive's the white one, right? And then kicks the black one. Yeah. And then Avo will be kick. Although he could be other ones, I guess. And then I'll be Wolverine, because why not? You mean Redacted? Yeah, whatever. Same difference. I mean, I wanted to be the Baz because you know I like Two Best Friends Play. I like Fightopedia, and you know Wally and Matt and those cool guys. But yeah, Baz is really hard to play because you can't get a headshot with him. I didn't realize this at the time. And his actual kick doesn't hit you. It's the lightning that follows his kick that hits you, which is really strange. Yeah, there's actually a lot more to that game than meets the eye. It's not as simple as just jumping and kicking and your timing of that. You know, you can back jump. There's like specials that you can do. There's a special in the air and a special on the ground. Yeah, interesting. Although a lot of characters, who did I play as? Actually, S-Kill's actually a good character to play as. S-Kill's got a counter move, where if you're on the ground and someone kicks at you, you can counter and like almost get an immediate headshot. That's kind of cool, but his jump is too confusing because he disappears. I played as Kung Pao and she's terrible. I ended up going through the entire story mission with Kung Pao, not actually attacking people, but standing near the middle line and just hoping for the time to run out. And then getting a timeout, because I was like standing right next to the line and they were far away. So I haven't actually played online yet, because I haven't been able to find anybody online to play it with. I've just been playing story mode, which is a bit sucky. I kind of want to play with people, but I guess I was a bit too late. I should have bought the game a bit earlier. So, oh well, I guess that's my fault. But To be fair, you know, I wanted to get... Well, to be fair, I did want to buy it when it first came out ages ago on the American PSN store. But Amazon was a dick. But then again, now that I bought it for like half the price. No, not half the price. Well, yeah, I bought it for what, $3 cheaper. So, and now I've got $3 extra in my American PSN account that I'm not using. Well, I might buy the Revengeance DLC, the VR missions for $3, unless that becomes free, and then I'll just have $3 to do with whatever I want, you know. Yeah. So what else has been going on? Yesterday I was trolling around the used game stores. There's a really cool chain of game stores that I visit. There's tons of them all over the place, and whenever I get a chance, I just pop into one and just sit there looking through old PS1 and PS2 games, Japanese ones, of course, because I've got a Japanese PlayStation 2. I can play these games now. You know, I bought Crime Crackers ages ago. I bought Punch the Monkey, which is it is a Lupin the Third music game, which is strange. I bought the original Dynasty Warriors, which I haven't actually played yet. I just realised that. I haven't actually touched that game yet. But yesterday, what did I buy? I found some cool things. I found Ghost of the Shell, the PlayStation 1 Ghost of the Shell game, which the entire game you're using the Tachikoma, the little spider robot. I didn't buy that. It was $5. Too expensive for my taste. But I did see a whole bunch of other games, like Gran Turismo 1 was like 50 cents, or 50 yen. But what I did find, which is a game that we have been looking for a long time, is Gitarooo Man. I got Gitarooo Man for 100 yen, or $1. And I was like, yeah, boy. And I was like, the moment I saw it, I was like, I am buying this right now. And I bought it, and I took it home last night, and I played it. And I just realized, wait a minute. Well, I played, like, I turned it on, right? You start it up, and there's a few different options. It was kind of in English with Japanese explanations. There was a mini game called Donuts. I was like, what is this? I played it, and it's just like, it's one of those like old Flash games where you're the dog. I think the dog's name was Puma in Gitarooo Man, and you can sort of walk left to right, and you can jump. And donuts fall from the sky, and you got to try to collect the donuts while jumping. And then there's a cat, which is kind of akin to what was the name of that douchebag that rides a clown and throws shit at you in Mario? That guy. But he's a cat and he throws shit at you. And if you jump and grab that, you lose points. And you got to try to eat. You basically got to eat a certain amount of donuts before the time runs out. And there's like 3 stages, and if you finish it, it says you get a special item, which looks like a little sakura cherry blossom leaf. And then I saved the game after that, and I was like, okay, well, maybe that'll be useful in the main game. What else was there? There was a theater mode, which is actually really just a trailer for the game. I was like, okay, well, this is probably just bonus features. Alright, well, let's go to the first option, because that's obviously the main game. Yeah, let's play this. Now, I already had the demo of Gitarooo Man, the English version, which was, the demo was basically just one song. It was the Versus Flying O, which, well, I can't remember the name of the song, but it's actually one of my favourite songs. I've listened to all the songs in the game, and this is my favourite song. It's really awesome. Awesome song. But I started the game, and I know, I've seen playthroughs of the game, and I know that when you first start, the guy's name, which I forget, I don't remember the guy's name, he's a normal dude, and then he meets Puma, and then Puma teaches him how to be Gitarooo Man, and the first level is like a tutorial in his room. I knew that for a fact. And the second level is that Flying O mission. But when I started the game, it went straight into Flying O, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what? Oh, maybe I had it wrong. Maybe it was just, it starts with Flying O, and then it goes back. I don't know. Maybe this is like a prelogue. I don't know. Whatever. I like this song, so I'll play it. And it was a little bit different to the English demo that I played. So I thought, okay, well, maybe this is just how it is, because it was more complicated, more complex, and it was fun. I died the first time, and I did it again. After I finished the game, it said you got an item, which is like a piece of bamboo or something, a little bamboo symbol. I'm like, okay, well, fair enough. Save the game, and then it went back to the main menu. And I was like, wait a minute, what? but was it? Can I play the game? So I clicked it again, it went back to Flying O. Finished Flying O song. Then it went back to the main menu again. I'm like, wait a minute. You look at the main menu and it says versus Flying O Maxi Single. And I'm like, wait a minute. What? And I looked at the box. Now, the box says, in big, colourful letters, in Japanese, of course, Gitarooo Man, right? And then underneath the big letters, there's 3 characters. Dude on the left, I think, is the bad guy from the game. Then there's Pico, which is the love interest, holding Puma, the dog. And then there's Gitarooo Man in his human form on the right. And then Puma is saying one, like in a small speech bubble. Now one, W-O-N, or O-N, depending on how you want to translate it, is the Japanese word for a dog bark. Like obviously in English we go bark bark or ruff ruff, but in Japanese they go one one. Cats, conversely, we go meow meow, and they go nyan nyan, which is where nyan cat comes from. But yeah, so I was like, okay, well he's just saying one, right? He's just barking, which is what dogs do. Like in the Donuts game, when he speaks, he generally says one at the end of the sentence, which is something that I've seen in, I think it was Powerpuff Girls Z, which is like a Japanese anime version of Powerpuff Girls, which is actually kind of cool. But anyway, so I was a bit weirded out by this, and that's when I looked at the spine, and the spine says Gitarooo Man 1. So Gitarooo Man is, again, it's all in the same font and same font size. Gitarooo Man's in colour and one's in grey. And that's when I realised, oh shit, this is a play on words. One, as in the Japanese dog bark, can also mean the English one, as in the number 1. And I just realised that, looking at the back, it says debut, it says single, and I'm like, oh crap, you know what I bought for 100 yen? I bought a demo, or a showcase, I guess you could call it, of the game. But that being said, so basically like Gran Turismo, what was it, Gran Turismo 4 Prologue? So those items that I collected in Donuts, in the Donut game, and the main game, the bamboo and the cherry blossom flower, I guess those are items that you can carry on to the main game later on. So this is like Gitarooo Man Prologue, I guess you could call it. But that being said, the game, you know, like I said, Gitarooo Man's big colourful letters, and one is like barely seeable, right? It's in a proper DVD PlayStation 2 case, like you would expect any other PlayStation 2 game to be, with, you know, there's no real hint that it should be a demo. I looked at the back, and sure enough, it says not for resale. So this is obviously one that you're not supposed to sell again, but the store was doing it anyway. That being said, it's still worth 100 yen, because I wanted to play it. Now I've got the Japanese version of that song. Got the Japanese and English version of the song. But I really wanted to play Gitarooo Man, and now I can't. I gotta keep trolling. Now that I know that it exists, I'm gonna keep trolling and keep trying to find it. I also saw that same store. I saw Unlami Jamie, which I think is the sequel to Parappa the Rapper, or the prequel to Parappa the Rapper. So I might pick that up as well, because Parappa the Rapper, I played it at a game exhibition. I played it from start to finish, and it was fun. Like, I really dig these kind of music games, like Project Diva, the karaoke mode in Yakuza, Gitarooo Man, you know, Parappa the Rapper. I love these games. I also liked Rhythm Tengoku, or Rhythm Heaven, which is a DS game where you sort of flicked the things and tapped. But anyway, I'm really bummed about not being able to play Gitarooo Man, because I wanted to play it. The other really misleading thing is on the back, there's screenshots, right? Now, there's about 3 or so, no, there's about 6 or 7 screenshots, right? 3 of them are of the Versus Flying O song, the one that's actually part of the demo. There's one that is the Donuts minigame, And then there's, what, 2 or 3? About 3. Actually, 3.5, because there's one screenshot that's sort of cut half off. But you can clearly see that it's not of the flying O, and it's not of the donuts or the main menu screen, I guess, is what you could say. So there's 3, like, completely visible screenshots of either cutscenes or what appears to be other songs from the main game. Like, the actual full version of the game. And that's why it's really misleading, because you look at that and you think, well, that's screenshot, right? So clearly that screenshot has to be from this game specifically, right? Well, yeah. Guess what? Remember how I mentioned how there's a theater mode, which is actually really just a trailer for the game? Guess what? The screenshots are from the fucking trailer. Oh, I checked the trailer like 3 times, and yes, every single screenshot that appears on the back of the case appears at some point during the trailer. Oh my god, what a freaking cop-out. I'm so mad. So mad. But I'll keep my eyes open, and I'll see if I can maybe find the proper full version of Gitarooo Man. Make sure they don't buy Gitarooo Man 1 again. And then, yeah, I'll get Unja Milami next week when I'm visiting that store again. And I still want to try to see if I can find Parappa the Rapper. Yeah, I really want to play Parappa the Rapper. But Gitarooo Man was such a great game. I know it's been remade as a PSP Vita title. But guess what? I don't have a Vita. I'm not buying one either. So, yeah, alright, well that's it for today. So tomorrow we'll be doing something else. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.